badly. I did Thalen the whole game. Steven. I saw him in the locker room. How do you pronounce your name? Because Steven. I apologize. I was talking Thalen the whole game. Gaither, Hoosier, O'Kara, Akinyele. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out now.
I need to make sure I keep one of these things too. So I have proof that I'm doing it.
Oh, do you really?
I have to make a portfolio.
Right.
I just already been working with Rick. So I'm just like, I still work with Rick. I'm just lying.
I'm gonna go check on some names here.
Well, we are ready for the nightcap tonight. This will pit the Buccaneers of Xenia, Ohio against the Wilmington Hurricane. Xenia playing in the G-Walk, and of course Wilmington in the SBAAC. Well, I graduated from Beaver Creek. So. And back in those days, we were always upset because they said whenever we went to state, like for wrestling or whatever, they said, and from Xenia, Beaver Creek, because, you know, Beaver Creek wasn't a city. Oh, All right, so the Xenia Buccaneers are 8-7. The Wilmington Hurricanes 7-9. Wilmington's been on a slight little losing streak here. I think they've dropped 3 in a row, but anyway. So are you running the camera now, or is Crystal? You or Crystal? Crystal. Okay, I don't see her over there, so I wasn't sure. So we've got Rachel on camera number 3. Yours truly on camera number 1, and Dean and Crystal on camera number 2. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got to get a picture of Dean with Lexi. The two of you, right? And Charlie Hargrave may make it back from his stint over at East Clinton. They had a boys basketball game tonight. One way or another, we've got Joe Davis. We have Lexi Doddridge. And yours truly. So if Charlie comes in, we'll give Charlie my headset, and the three of you can.
What time is it?
It should be
10 to 8.
Yeah, this game is supposed to have been.
Well, the
underway
reason
at
I was
8 o'clock.
asking is if Charlie came in, I could call my son and say, "Hey, you still want to take me out to eat?"
Well, yeah, you could do that. That's true.
But it's 8 o'clock. He's probably already ate by now.
But remember, I've already fed you lavishly here, so just remember that.
I can always eat.
I bet. Yeah, you and Lexi.
You don't know how many times I've went home and ate, and someone called me up and go, "Hey, Joe, you want to go out and eat tonight?" And I said, "Sure." I go out and eat again.
As long as they're buying, right?
Well, no, I paid for my own, but it was like company.
Tell me,
I'm eating at home by myself.
There has been rampant. Well, Joe, are you dating Dean's mother?
No, don't even know her.
Are you okay?
Have no intentions
well,
of knowing her.
She's in the same apartment as yours.
No, not the same apartment.
Only a couple buildings down.
Buildings down. Buildings down.
All right, we just want to make sure because I thought Dean was calling you like stepdaddy or
something.
No. Well, that's interesting. Dean says that same thing. No.
No, Lexi and I are dating right now, and that's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, said that before she put her headphones on. You see.
What did y'all say?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Lacey mad now. Don't want to get on Lacey's bad side.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the bad twin. Well, what's your predictions in this game? How did Wilmington do against Beaver Creek?
They lost by, I think it was less than 10.
Okay.
But Xenia beat Beaver Creek. And once again beat Beaver Creek by about 10.
Okay.
So there's really a 20-point differential. But I will enlighten you as to, I would say, I think that Wilmington will prevail.
Okay.
Because of the home court advantage, because of the larger than usual crowd here at the arena.
Will pump up the players.
And I think it will pump the players up. I think that they will rise to the occasion.
What if it pumps up Xenia's players?
Well, it could. The other thing is that Wilmington has dropped now 3 in a row. And probably it was merciful that they didn't have to play Lebanon. That game was postponed.
They beat Goshen here, didn't they?
They did.
And then went to Goshen and got beat by Goshen.
Well, look at Clinton Massey. They lost to
Clinton Massey.
Last night and lost by 10, and they beat Clinton Massey here by about 7 or 8.
Yeah. Well, that's why the Beaver Creek, Xenia, Wilmington Beaver Creek, you can't compare the two, really.
Well,
It's
the same thing with the girls' team. The girls beat Beaver Creek here, and Beaver Creek was beaten up on everybody else that like Wilmington lost to Carroll. Beaver Creek smoked Carroll, yet they lost to Wilmington.
Right.
So, there's something, and let's face it, this is one of the more unique gyms that you can play in. Just the for a small town school like Wilmington, Wilmington has great athletic facilities for the size of the city and that. And this gym in particular just has a special, special.
Wilmington College is the only one that's got more seating and stuff than this one does in the county and around this area.
Yeah, this gym definitely has always impressed me.
You can run around the top up here 13 times for a mile?
I didn't know that.
I knew that. You used to coach track here.
Well, when I went to Beaver Creek, we had stairs that went up on both sides of where the riser area was, on both sides, and we would run up the stairs, down the stairs, back up the stairs on the other side.
We did that here. We took them up the stairs here.
Yeah.
I ran track once.
Did you?
Ran track once. I like how she said it. I ran track once, one day probably.
No, it was
I sweat.
Year.
Oh gosh. Oh, I sweat. Oh, I gotta stop
I did the
this.
4x1, 4x2, 4x3, and 4x4.
So she was a speedy little thing, Joe.
I thought she was in construction with a 4x4.
Yeah, of course. Well, I stopped playing AAU basketball, so my dad wanted me to
focus, do
something. So told him I run track. I ran the mile once, actually a couple times.
When I ran the 2 mile, and we'd have to practice by running 20 miles, and I would be running my 5 mile split when I ran the 2 mile was always under 5 minutes. 2 miles, my best time, 10 minutes, 30 seconds.
You still remember that? I would too.
Of course, yeah. In fact, that particular year was my senior year. It was the WOL, which was our league at the time, championship at Wayne High School. They were one of the first schools to have an all-weather track at Wayne High School, and that's where we ran.
Lancaster had got one of those the year after I graduated.
Well, we ran on cinder.
Well, that's what I ran at Wilmington and at East Clinton. I ran on grass.
Grass, yeah, okay. Well, I would rather run on grass than fall on cinder.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to fall down when you're running, though, Rick.
Well, you're not supposed to, but, it gets a little dicey there when you're first making that first turn, when you're braking to get close.
My cousin won the mile at Ohio State, and he dove for the finish line with his chest, broke the chain, won, but dove, and they said you could see the ligaments in his wrist where he hit that and just tore his wrist up.
So he was on a cinder
track at Ohio State.
I don't even
that was
understand.
back in early 60s.
Why did they use cinder?
Because the rain would go.
That's like lava.
Yeah, you should. Because I don't know what they said. It was, it repelled the water. So
yeah.
But other than that, I don't know.
And the blood could drip through it easily.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe this is our last game today, though. Went by really fast.
Yeah, these 4 games, they were all very exciting up to this point. We'll see. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's going to be interesting, but I think that, once again, I'm taking the Hurricane over the Buccaneers, not just because the Hurricane is our home team, but I just, I think that everything is right for them to.
You know, one thing that surprised me about Goshen's game with Wilmington, I was not there, but somebody was posting the scores on Facebook so I could check on it every now and then. First quarters, like Wilmington's score is 14-12. Halftime, 28-26. Third quarter was 42-40. So close.
But the final
score was spread. It was like, and Wilmington normally the fourth quarter is usually when they kill a team out.
Yeah.
And I saw the coach, and I asked him, without bringing up a bad thing, I said, I wasn't there. What happened? He goes, we played bad. That's all he said.
Well, they had another game like that when they played. I think it was Western Brown. They only scored like 9 points in the whole second half.
Wow.
So, they've had a couple games like that where they just were non-existent in the second half or the fourth quarter. But Wilmington has always been a strong fourth quarter team.
Yes. It's not because they're tired. This team is in shape.
No, they are well conditioned, and Coach Noska makes sure that these guys give it 100% right up to the. You can't do anything less than 100% for Mike Noska.
You got another Wilmington player with crutches here. Well, that's another thing in Wilmington's favor. They've had a couple guys that were out due to injuries and their backs, and they've played a couple games since then, in rehab. So they should be back to full strength basically right now.
Well, we've got just a little over 2 minutes remaining before we start this ball game. It's just been fun. It's great to have Lexi back and Lacey.
You've never called me Lacey before.
Oh, well, no, Joe.
Well, Joe.
How you doing?
I
looked over and says, I know that guy.
Joe tipped me off.
I do the little kids. I gave up varsities and stuff, and I gave up little kids, but for a year. But I got enough gel in my legs right now to help me out. But I'm not running with these guys. No way. Can't think of his name, but he used to be the athletic director at Xenia. Now looks like he's the head. He used to be. Oh, his dad was coach way before him, and athletic director Kent Anderson. I hadn't seen him in ages, and all of a sudden I look up. I said, I know him.
Joe, you say that.
If he turned around, he turned around and said, "Hey, Joe," and I haven't seen him in probably 10 years.
That means that he's younger and he has a better memory than you.
Yeah,
do.
that's it.
Yep.
Jaron Cumberland, his parents just came. I see them over there sitting straight ahead from us. Best for last.
Oh!
And for those of you that are not familiar, Xenia just about 20 miles down the road, down 68 from Wilmington.
17.
So, well.
It says on the thing, when you leave Wilmington, 17 miles to Xenia.
Okay, 17 to 20 miles. Who cares about 3 miles, Joe?
Sorry, Lacey.
Bottom line is we're neighbors. These are neighbors from Greene County.
Probably 20 miles to the school.
Yeah, because the school is on the north side of
Xenia.
well, is it north? Yeah, north.
Yes.
North side of this. Yeah.
Since we're south, they're the other ones are north. Number 2.
Three.
Yeah, that's 2 right there.
Oh.
For Xenia. Jake Brackley, Zach Gaither. Number 4, Dylan Hoosier.
Now, Dylan, there's only one. Joe.
Yeah, there's only one Dylan. 15, Samari Curtis. And 32, John Zell Gray.
Introducing Wilmington Hurricane cheerleaders now. Starting for the Hurricane, number 3, Willie Morris.
Chris Custis.
Number 10. There's Marco, number 11. Jablansky, number 21. And Butcher, number 33.
And Nisik. Anichek.
Hey, I didn't see. Was Cam Coomer a starter?
I had him on there, but I don't know. And Anichek is playing for somebody. So somebody normally is not starting.
Yeah, Coomer
Hammer's
is not starting.
Not in there.
Coomer is not starting. That's it.
21.
We've actually got a taller lineup here this way. So Mike Noska, for whatever reason.
And it could be breaking a team rule, or it could just be that this guy's earned his start, you know.
Here we go.
Butcher up, and tip goes to Xenia. Number 2, Bradley has the ball for Xenia. Off his own leg, and it's going to go, they're going to say it was off Anichek. Jate? No, man.
And of course, his parents still live back in Serbia. Yeah.
Marco.
So hopefully they're listening to this.
Over and back.
Oh,
yep.
no. Got to be controlled. Or throw it in off the tip of your fingers
Custis,
over here. That is not over the back.
Custis will be taking it out.
That's not right. It wasn't over and back. If you touch it, you can still not over. You gotta have grab it and come down.
Bad pass.
Yep, and that's going to go. They're going to get the ball back. As they say, the basketball don't lie. Isn't that what they say?
I don't know. Never lied to me.
And Xenia bringing the ball in. Number 4 to number 2, Zach Gaither. Jade Bradley. 15 has the ball now for Xenia.
Oh, wow, foul?
We got a foul call. It's going to be a Willie Morris, I
Morris.
think. Yep, Willie Morris.
Willie looked like he had some blood from his lip there.
That was Samari Curtis.
Willie's going to come out?
He's going up for the shot. I don't know. He's coming over toward the coach.
Well, he's got, I think he was
holding his jaw.
Yeah. Got popped in the jaw. Curtis's first one's good.
Curtis makes his first shot. Takes the lead. 1-0 with 7:29 on the clock for those keeping score at home. And makes the second one. Wilmington brings the ball in. Anisic has it. And gets the ball stolen. Here comes number 15, who just made the foul shot, Samari Curtis up. Three-pointer from the corner, short by number 2, Bradley. And what do we have here? We got
Over his
Do you
back.
think that was over the back?
Pushed him
It looked like
behind.
it to me.
I don't know. I didn't see it. 21. Was that foul on number 21 or 12?
On 4.
12. 4? Okay. Well,
I think.
I'm trying to read the referee's hands. Well, there is no 12 or 21, so. Moving to pass around. Willie McGee has the ball. Goes it over to Anishik. Back over to Jacob Yansky. Over to Curtis. Custis, excuse me. I did that last game, called him Curtis. Custis. Back over to Willie Morris. Jacob Yansky.
We got to look to score here. There we
There
go.
he goes inside. That's what this is. Wilmington. Very, very patient. Very
You just
patient.
gotta read the
Boom.
defense.
Gotta find out what they're doing. Get them out of position and hit the wide open man.
So Yansky gets the bucket.
And here comes Bradley back down the floor. Stops, puts up a jumper and hits it. 15. Here comes Willie Morris back down for Wilmington. Top of the key.
So Curtis has so far all of Xenia's 4 points, huh?
Yep. Custis over to Jacob Yansky, drives underneath, and we're going to get a charge.
Charge?
Yes, got a little elbow there. I think we're going to get called against Jacob Yansky. Yep, he did. He left with that left elbow out there.
Bill Lehrman wanting to talk with one of the refs as far as who the foul was on down
He said
here.
number four, because I thought I saw this coming out of his hands too, and he was like, what? And he said he called him 4.
All right.
And Lexi said that too.
That's good.
And Xenia's bringing in 4, has the ball for Xenia right now. Number 4 is, the wrong team. Hoosier Daddy.
There we go.
Oh, is that going to be a
charge.
Oh, no, they're going to.
Calling a block.
I don't know how they called that a block.
So Wilmington with 3 quick fouls. So it's Xenia's 1, trying to 3 here.
Yep.
And hits it. That is number 15.
7-2.
Amari Curtis.
5-point Xenia lead.
He's got all
Buccaneers.
7.
And he has all 7.
So we know who we have to shut down, don't we?
That's right now. Back over to Anishik. Willie Morris, long 3, swish! And Wilmington's back in the game, 5-7. Ball comes into number 2, Bradley, bringing the ball up the court. Hartley guarded by Anishik. And thrown away, stolen by Chris Custis.
Jacob Yansky with the ball.
Top of the key. Looking around.
Need some help.
Underneath to Willie Morris, a little jumper.
Oh, missed it.
In and out. Tried to put it just over the basket, and here
Coast to
comes
coast.
And coast to coast basket, and going to be foul on Chris Custis, I believe.
4th foul on Wilmington.
And here comes Cam Coomer and Stephen Sweeney in the game.
So Sweeney and Coomer in for Jacob Yansky and Willie Morris.
Curtis is basically doing everything so far for Xenia.
Yep. So Murray Curtis. They lead 9-5.
Yep.
Makes it. And here comes Sweeney bringing the ball down the floor.
Sweeney can shoot the 3.
And he can dribble. He's quick.
Sometimes
Butcher
he makes some bad
over to
passes,
Custis.
but most of the time he's very
Nice
good.
back.
Nice
cut.
feed to Coomer.
When the
Coomer.
defense is on you like that, you got to look for a backdoor cut.
That's what you do, and they did it, and it worked to perfection.
They got Sweeney
Nice.
on.
Stop
Oh,
it.
wow.
Man, Samari Curtis just dribbling down, stopped at the 3-point line, and swish.
He is a good player.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's putting it mildly right now. Custis has the ball, dribbling around, top of the key, gives it to Cam Coomer. Looks for a shot, takes it back, Hanachik. He shoots the 3. He overshoots. Boy, the other day he was hotter than a firecracker. Today he looked like he sort of pushed that one up there. Oh, feed inside, no, basket. grabs his own rebound, number 3, and puts it back up. That is Zach Gaither.
Got a timeout, Wilmington?
Wilmington.
No,
wait.
something else going on. They got a foul?
Who scored Wilmington's last basket?
Coomer.
Coomer.
Okay.
There was a foul,
He
apparently,
said
or
something number 3. I don't know if it was a foul. Might have been a foul number 3. Because he came over and said number 3, and he pointed to Xenia.
All right, so 15-7, the Buccaneers lead the Hurricane right
Although
now.
they have, keep watching up there and see if they put a foul up, because right now there is none. Foul shot missed, and here comes Xenia. Number 4 has the ball, bringing it up the floor. That is Hoosier. Forces a shot over Custis. Rebound by Jacob Yansky. Brings the ball up the floor himself.
He don't have a shoe.
Somebody lost his shoe, and he's still down there. Sweeney shoots a 3. Coomer Custis gets the ball. Butcher goes up for the 3. Switch. Butcher, and now we got it. Instead of coming down to play without his shoe on and trying to get it later, he just stayed down there. Let him play Wilmington 4-on-5.
Is that Willie Morris?
That was Butcher with the basket.
All right, Xenia with a 5-point lead, 15-10, 3:16 remaining in the first period of play.
And here comes number 4 bringing the ball down the floor. That is Gaither. It's number 50, new man in the game.
Nice five.
Gerhardt, and shot up short by Jacob Yansky. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to see off Butcher. Going to give it to Xenia. Number 31, Noah Crawford, now also in the game, throwing the ball in. Throws it in over to Gaither, who's going to bring the ball up himself. Being guarded by Jacob Yansky. Throws it into Samari Curtis.
Oh my goodness!
Long
if he makes
three.
this,
He was a fadeaway, inches from being out of bounds.
I'm running out of room to put his tally marks for scores.
3 points.
Better write smaller.
I'm trying.
Ball got kicked away from Cam Coomer out of bounds.
They have 18 points. He has 16 of them.
16 of their 18
And the first
points.
quarter is not even over. That's just amazing.
Who do we have that's actually guarding him?
Probably nobody.
Well, that's true.
I don't know who's guarding him right there.
The shots he's made have been fairly
I mean,
difficult. Hand in the
that
face
was, like I said, that was a hand-in-the-face fadeaway from 3 feet behind the three-point line on the side. You can 4 feet is out of bounds.
Sweeney with the shot.
Sweeney made the basket. Here comes Xenia bringing the ball down the floor.
Coomer's on him.
We got Samari Curtis with the ball, and right now is being guarded by Cam Coomer. Throws the ball back out to Gaither, who puts up left hand, puts it in at the foul line. 20-12.
Who's your daddy? There you go.
And here goes Jacob Yansky, puts everything right except get the ball in the basket. He did a great job, drove down through. And basket left hand puts it in, follow up by number 23, Hoyt. Isaiah Hoyt.
10-point Buccaneer lead.
Here goes Sweeney with a 3. I was getting ready to say Wilmington needs a 3.
Hand in the face.
Hand in the face. Sweeney put it in.
I told you Sweeney can make those threes.
Well, we have several players on Wilmington that is capable of the three-point shot.
Yeah.
And if they get hot, this could really be a great ball game.
Right.
Well, especially if they could put a little more pressure on Xenia's star player that has 14. Well, now he's got probably 18 points. You're listening to WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio, and CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school, college, and professional sports.
Throws it in comes Samari Cooper, dribbling right on down the court, coast to coast, puts it in for a layup.
Nice Euro step.
He just muscled that up.
And here comes Cam Coomer back down. 9-point game right now. Butcher drives, throws it back out to Jacob Yansky, shoots, and fade away, gets a Butcher, hurries in, gets the hustle,
by
gets
Butcher.
Jacob Yansky puts it in.
Good hustle by
Samari Curtis throws it full court to number 23, puts it up, a little push jumper by Hoyt. And here comes Wilmington. Cam Coomer with the ball. Gives it over to Anishik. Coomer underneath.
Oh.
Turnaround, puts it in.
That was a great fight.
Oh, that was a great play by Coomer because he had two guys going up to block the shot that wasn't there. Xenia shot up off the front of the rim, hustled over. Coomer gets it. That was, I think. And here goes Jacob Yansky with a swish.
Just like you guys mentioned, when they're hot, they're hot.
When they're hot, they're hot. Wilmington's now down by 4. Wilmington gets the ball. Coomer forcing defense and forced a bad pass. And Wilmington is back in this game. 21.9 seconds left in the first quarter. Wilmington has a chance to get within 2 or 1 on this offensive play at their end. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wilmington take this down to 1 shot here.
Yeah, it will be. They'll take it down to 1. They are not in any hurry.
I mean, first of all, just normal play, they take their time and work it around. That's just normal for Wilmington.
The main thing is they've got to be aware of the clock.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Anishik.
Got it!
Yeah! Oh, baby! Wilmington 25, Xenia 26. 1-point game as we go into the second quarter. Is that exciting for you, Lexi?
I don't think he was expecting that to go in.
No, I don't. I mean, he's inside the orange, and the orange is 10 feet behind the three-point line, which is 19.4 feet, 19.3. So that's 10 feet, and then he's 3 or 4 feet into the orange there.
Yes, but he was aware of the clock, and he knew he had to throw it up.
So he's about 14, 15 feet from the beyond the three-point line.
Right.
And makes it in.
The scoring for the Hurricanes is pretty even right now, too.
Which is good.
2-4,
Right.
2-4-6. Yes, very.
Because we know who we have to shut down with Xenia. They don't know who they have to shut down with Wilmington, especially from the 3 department. We've spread it around.
And that makes a team hard to defense or set up a defense for.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's going to be Wilmington ball coming in first.
Now, this is going to be a barn burner. I mean, with 25-26, we're talking 100 points here.
I personally don't see that type of scoring going all
Could you
4
imagine?
quarters.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
Like you said, teams get tired in the second half.
Although Xenia did score 100 points already this year.
Did they really?
Yes, they did. They scored against, I don't know whether it was Vandalia Butler or it was one of the GWalk teams. Could have been West Carrollton or something like that.
Cam went in for a layup, was hotly defensed and tried to bank it in and missed. Anishik gets called for the foul.
And who is it? It's Curtis. So.
Curtis Samari.
How many points do you think he'll have at half?
Both teams?
No, Curtis.
Oh my gosh. How many points do you have now?
19.
Right? He's going to be in the mid-30s.
At this rate.
Yeah. He has 19 of their 28, or 20 of their 28.
Yeah.
Because he made a foul shot after that. Coomer throws it over to McGee, backed up. Puts it up, no good. Rebound. Samari Curtis going full length.
Oh, he
loses the ball. Picked up off his own leg, and it should go Wilmington. They're going to give it back to them. He picked up, knocked it off his own leg, and went out of bounds, but they're going to give it back. Here comes Jacob Yansky back in the game. Ranishik.
And it's not McGee, Joe. It's Willie Morris.
Did I say Willie McGee again?
Yeah, you did.
I do that a lot. Well, we had McKee the last game. Wilmington gets the rebound. Jacob Yansky going up the court. Bounce pass over to Morris. Over to Cam Coomer. Fakes out, puts it up. Oh, in and out. Rebound. Jacob Yansky turns, puts it up.
He traveled. But he's fouled.
He's going to get fouled. He does travel a little bit there at times, but that 32. Wilmington would like to get some fouls on 15 is what they're.
Yeah.
Jacob Yansky with the first shot. Good.
Bucket.
Wilmington.
26-28, 2-point game.
Yeah, Wilmington with 5 fouls, and Xenia still with only 2. That was their second foul.
And short on the second shot, so staying 2-point game. Throws it down to number 4, Gaither. Or Hoosier, excuse me, that's Hoosier. 3 is Gaither. Looking around, there's over to Samari Curtis. And
good job splitting the D there.
Man, he did. They come over to double team him, and he just went right between the two of them.
You can just tell he has a nice basketball IQ.
Puts it in as a basket for Samari Curtis. Can't miss any on him now.
I know.
He's almost beating Wilmington alone with his scoring.
Well,
we got a foul.
Yep. Against Xenia.
2 blue. Mr. Bradley, Jate Bradley, J-A-T-E.
Buccaneers' 3rd foul.
Here comes John Stewart in the game, number 55, 6'5", senior for Wilmington.
Wilmington is in need of a basket here.
Yep.
You got to stay close.
Bounce. Oh, almost tried to get it into Butcher, but slow pass on the, and it's hard to pass cross court underneath down there to get it on that baseline when they're in a zone if they're pressed in good.
Yeah, he forced that one.
Sweeney out, and check back in. Out to Coomer, looks, takes his time, and swish!
That was just miscommunication on Xenia.
29, oh, and a bad pass. That was, I would say, the first big mistake done by Mr. Samari Curtis. I'd like to call him Samurai, but it's.
Man. It kind of looks like
It is. That's how you pronounce. That's how you spell Samurai. He could go by
is it
Samurai.
bad? I didn't know how to spell Samurai.
I'd be bad if we're calling him Samari and it'd be. I like Samari though. I think it's cool.
I like Samari. That's a neat name.
I don't know if it's Samari or Samurai. He's not Japanese, so. Sweeney bouncing around. Jacob Yansky has the ball top of the key, right
they're
side.
in a 2-3 right now.
Yeah.
Wilmington has never led in this game so far.
No,
like
they've got within 1 point, and they're 1 point right now. Sweeney with a 3. Oh, off the back flange. Man, that was a good shot.
Yeah, Sweeney's always close to the basket. He doesn't make any air ball.
So Mr. Curtis rebound by 32. Gray and put it back in.
No boxing out there.
Find out how we pronounce that name. I wanted to. Is it Samari or Samurai? Samari. That's how I've been doing it. Samari. Butcher off the rim. And here comes Samari Cooper down and gets taken away by Butcher. Oh!
Carried it, it looked like.
Yeah, and they didn't call the travel. Kent wanted that one. Kent wanted that one.
He's playing a great game, but he lost the ball, but he didn't even hustle back on defense.
And there's players like that.
Right, exactly.
They play hard here, not so much here.
Trying to cherry pick or something.
Yeah, and it could be it. And believe me, when you're being scouted, they do pick that up.
Those things.
Yes. You may think they're looking at your final score. They're looking at whole ball game.
Exactly.
All right, 5-point lead by the Buccaneers.
Here comes Jacob Yansky with the ball over to Coomer on the left side. He goes up for 3 off the flange and taps it over to Butcher, puts it in.
Oh, and one. Yes.
And it's a foul.
Oh.
They're going to tee him up if he's not careful.
Yeah, he's getting out of the game. They're subbing him. He's getting out.
Yeah.
Just
he went after
55.
Stewart, and Stewart just sort of pushed him away, saying, he wasn't fighting him. He was just pushing him away from him.
Mike is taking Stewart out, too. They want to get
No, he's talking to him. I don't think he's taking him out right now. He's just going to talk to him.
I'll tell you what, I would pick Stewart to win any of those battles.
Yeah.
He's a big kid.
Yeah. Butcher. And made it a 3-point play. Back to 2-point game. Give it in to Samari Cooper.
Curtis.
What'd I say? Cooper?
No, Cooper's playing for us, Joe.
Oh, okay, I'm getting names mixed up here. Curtis. And foul. That was done by 32. Jonzel Gray. He got fouled, put the ball in. We could say Samurai Curtis is the, or Samari Curtis is the Samurai Warrior.
Samurai can be like my Lacey.
Yeah.
There you go.
That can be his alter ego.
That's his alter ego. Well, he's the Samurai
Well, any way
pirate.
you look at it, he's
the
Xenia's
Samurai
star player,
pirate.
that's for sure.
Yeah, Japanese Samurai pirate.
Good hustle by Xenia, but goes to
Samurai
the
Warrior
Hurricane.
for Samari Cooper.
Buccaneers with a 4-point lead, 4:07 remaining in the first half of
And
play.
Wilmington has the ball coming down the court.
And once again, Wilmington is hanging tough, and we know how they are in the fourth period.
Cam Coomer over to Willie Morris. Into
Get
Cam
in the
Coomer.
middle.
Turn to look. Back out to Jacob Yansky. Morris to Coomer. Looks, goes over, shoots a nice shot. Off. And yes, we're going to get a foul. Yes.
Number 32.
Push from behind.
He did a really good job getting his defender in the air and had a wide open shot. He missed it, but it was a great look.
And shit coming in for Morris.
All right, Xenia with 5 fouls now to Wilmington 6.
Jacob Yansky did a good job of box out, and then the other guy tried to go over him to get the rebound and got a push from behind. And long pass. Wow. Anachik has the ball top of the key. Back over to Jacob Yansky. Into Coomer. Drives. Bounces it
bad
into
pass.
Curtis, but where's he going to do with it in there?
Jump ball. Going to be blue.
You know, they need to try to get the ball in the middle, have the defense collapse,
Yeah.
and then that leaves open the threes. So,
Well, they were bounced the ball into Curtis on the side, but
right.
these guys, 3 guys surrounding him that are taller than him. I mean, even if he caught that pass, he was going
couldn't
to be able to
have
do
done
anything.
Don't
with
force
it.
to make the easy pass.
Here comes Wilmington. Hoosier bringing the ball back down the floor for the Pirates.
They're the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, sorry. Well, they are Pirates. Buccaneers.
That's West Carrollton, Joe. Wrong G-Walk team.
Well,
You can't. Ooh.
Oh,
we'll
that's
get a charge. Yes, we got a call this time. That's his first foul of the game.
Show both teams tied with 6 fouls. They're just a foul away from bonus.
Kent didn't like that call, but I'm sorry.
He
I've
was
got to
just
agree
out
with
of
it.
control. He was just out of control.
He was out of control, went in, and the defense was set. He was spread, set. He may have been yelling no to his player. No, don't do that. No,
Right.
yeah. Butcher has the ball, bounce up top key to Morris.
They do a really good job in this zone, though.
Yeah. Cam Coomer. They bring that zone out. See if they can hit that inside part
See,
right there.
exactly what I said.
Yep.
Didn't go in, but that's what they need to do.
If they hit
They
those
gotta hit their
shots.
threes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they
throw
throw
it
it away. Tried to hit number 4, Hoosier, coming down the court and just let him just a little too. If you bounce past that ball to him, and he got a chance to catch up and take it. Threw it and outlet him. Throwing the ball down to Morris. Back out to Coomer. Coomer was going to go for a shot, but he couldn't control the ball. 32-36, still a 4-point game.
Coach
Morris has the
Noska
ball.
saying be patient.
I think after Morris, you could see Morris trying to hurry that.
Just a bad
Butcher
angle.
going up
There we
and
go.
gets it. Coomer drove, missed the shot. Butcher gets the rebound, puts it back up. 34-36, Wilmington with 2. There goes Samari and puts it in. I tell you, they just cannot control or stop it.
So, Samari Curtis, how many points does he have?
24.
He's a senior
24
guard.
points.
He's 6'4", senior guard. I'd like to know what his plans are for next year. Is Samari going anywhere next year? Is Samari signed up to go anywhere to play ball next year?
Also,
Samari
he's
Cooper
going to be playing with Cumberland.
will be
Cumberland senior year.
And Cumberland senior year we will be playing with Samari Cooper.
Bearcats look pretty strong.
And they'll look stronger with this boy. I tell you what, he'll be stepping right in there with his speed and agility here. Just like Cumberland, got a lot of playing time as a freshman.
Right.
I see this boy getting a lot of playing time next year for UC.
No
He just has to
question
make
about
sure
it.
he hustles back.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll work on that. The UC stresses defense. All right, over to Willie Morris. Back over.
I would have had that too.
Yeah, it was coming right to
You
us.
know?
I put my hands up just.
Lacey would have missed it.
Yeah.
Lexi would have caught it.
Lexi would have made a basket.
Of course I would. I still got it.
Well, if they do that thing between at the half when they shoot
Yeah,
for 3
Gluckton.
points.
Didn't you do that at the college one year? Did you go down and shoot?
Yes, I almost won free B-dubs for a whole year.
Free what?
B-dubs.
Free. Oh my
Yes.
God, I'd love to win that.
6-point Xenia lead.
Who scored? Who scored?
32.
When you asked me,
You wouldn't have known.
it's Gray. Gray scored. Passing around, Coomer looked for a shot, wasn't there. Kept it, pulled it down, dribbling on top of the key. It's where the coach is saying, be patient, be patient.
50 seconds.
Don't force a shot. Coomer, Lloyd, good move, going to drive, throws it back out to Morris on the other side.
Great ball movement.
Butcher back over the top of the key, back over to Coomer. Looks three.
Nope.
Yeah.
Short that time.
Put in, but
Oh, and Butcher gets a rebound. Oh, no call there. Here he comes down to the other end, throws it ahead, and puts it in. So now we're down by 8 with 25 seconds to go.
That's Xenia's biggest lead.
If Wilmington needs to,
Or was it 10?
don't remember if it was 10 or not. Do you remember, Lexi?
I'm not sure.
Because Anachik back in, trying to get the 3 here. We got Anachik back in. We got the offensive team on the floor of Morris, Cam Coomer, Jacob Yansky, Butcher, and Anachik.
You gotta be aware of the time. There's like 5 seconds left.
6,
So
5, 4, 3, 2, get it up. Too much passing, guys. Somebody's got to have the balls to put it in. Put that ball toward the basket. Wilmington trails 34-42 as both teams head to the locker room to get chewed out. And each team had 6 fouls that first half. And now Lexi will give you the halftime scores of each
okay,
team.
yes. The halftime score is 34-42. The Hurricanes are down. But for the Xenia Buccaneers, Zach Gaither had 2, Dylan Hoosier with 2, Samari Curtis had 24 points, leading the Xenia Buccaneers, Isaiah Hoyt with 4, Noah Crawford with 2, and John Zell Gray with 8.
Well, Wilmington is now beating Samari by 10 points.
Well,
He's
that's
had a
good to know.
tremendous half.
Earlier, he was only 2 points from beating Wilmington. Now he's 10 points down, so they're doing better.
And for Wilmington, Willie Morris with 5, Cameron Coomer with 6, Stephen Sweeney with 5, Marco, how do you pronounce his last name?
Anachik.
He had 3 points. Sam Jacobansky had 9 points, and Matthew Butcher had 6 points.
And it might be more of a
7 points, my fault.
Anachik, and Anachik. That's how he.
And he said his parents are still in.
Serbia.
And we will get the video up of his interview with us. A couple with the weather and with the stuff that we've been doing up in the studio. We will. We're going to go back and upload a lot of because we've had such problems connecting to the internet here at the gym. We record all our video separately, so the video that goes through the wireless that we were using here, which was our phone, sometimes drops out, so it's choppy, and we'll get all that uploaded, so you'll get the original files in their entirety on our website. And hopefully we'll have all of these games, these 4 games, up on the website this coming week.
What's your thoughts of this first half? Lexi?
Lacey or Lexi?
Lexi.
My thoughts. I believe Xenia is just overall playing better. They had a better first half. Obviously, with Samari Curtis having 24 out of their 42 points, but I do believe Wilmington did a really good defending him the second quarter.
Right.
He only had 6 or 7 points.
That's going to be the key to me, the third and fourth quarters. If he doesn't keep up that rate of scoring, is somebody else going to pick up the slack?
Right.
If somebody else does not pick up that full slack, then Wilmington has a chance of coming back.
I agree.
Because Wilmington doesn't have one player scoring. They're mixing it around. Now, the thing is, defensively, the other players can fill up the slack. If Wilmington doesn't get back on defense quickly, and like Samari's just driving right down past everybody and putting it in. Now, is it just him with his speed, or will the other teams be able to do that? The other players be able to do that as well? Just dribble down past everybody and put it in.
Right.
So that's going to be the key. Wilmington is coach is good at saying what they didn't do the first half
and adjusting
to it.
Right.
So.
And that just shows that his players are coachable.
Right. Now, if coming out the third quarter, if Samari's not as hot as he was, or Wilmington's defense is able to shut him down,
then what are they going to do?
What are they going to do? Are they going to be able to feed somebody else who takes up the slack, or they're still going to score?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. They're not going to just die, and I think somebody will pick up part of that slack. How much of it is the key? I think other players, if he's not scoring, other players, because I think what's going to happen is he's going to feed other players. He'll drive, they'll come out on him, he feeds somebody else, and boom, now other players are going to be scoring off of him. So if he's not scoring, he could still cause the scoring. It may not be going on the book as under his name, but he's still the one generating
If he's
that.
still hot the second half, do you think Wilmington will do a box and one? I don't know how they are defensively.
I've never seen him do it. I'm not going to say they wouldn't.
Right.
I think what they would do is just play a man and they're going to try to put somebody on him to just try to shut him down. And I think they've been trying to do that. And, they picked different players to defend him. And there's been nobody. I've seen teams in the past. I'm not going to say around here.
Right.
But I've seen teams in the past. They'll putting somebody off the bench, guard him, and one of the first times he goes up, he's into the wall or into the bleachers or something to see how he responds from that. It happened to me one game when I was playing in high school. I didn't know why. Somebody told me after the game. I went up for, I was hot, and I went up for a shot in the wing, and next thing I know, I'm four bleachers, seats up in the bleachers, and after the game, someone said the guy that took me out had came off the bench, and probably was told by the coach.
Like, that's your job.
That's your job. Next time he goes up for a shot, you take him 4 seats in the bleachers. He takes the foul, eats it for the team. And I guarantee you, the next time I went up for a shot and I saw a guy coming to block me, you flinch. Whether you try not to or not, you flinch. Yeah.
But they weren't in the locker room that long. Xenia's already back out shooting at half.
Yeah. I don't think, like I said, they went in to chew him out. I don't think they got chewed out that much. I mean, they may have a little bit. He probably stressed what the things they didn't do. That's why Wilmington's still in the game.
What do you think they
but
didn't
it's like,
do
okay,
well?
but they're well, like I said, Wilmington is pulling them out. Okay, so Wilmington's playing deep. They're coming out to play them. That leaves that middle open and stuff. They're hitting it, then hitting the guy off the wing and getting a nice open shot. So he's probably telling, maybe back this up a little bit. Let's force him. But Wilmington was shooting that outside three. So that's pulling that zone out. He may come out in the second half with a man-to-man. Just throw Wilmington totally off. But I guarantee you, Wilmington will be prepared for this man-to-man or, well, he's tall, isn't he? 31. How tall is he? 6'6". Did he play much? He's got a bag of ice and stuff.
I don't know what happened to him the first half. I remember him, obviously I could tell he was injured, but I don't know what led him to.
I was going to say, didn't he go down for a ball or something, or a loose ball or right over here?
Might have been.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either.
But it was early.
Yes.
Because that's why I haven't really remembered him. He hasn't played a lot of them things.
Yeah, it was the first quarter, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So he came out with a sad look on his face with a bag of ice, went up to the coach. What'd he do? I'm just not allowed to tell us.
HIPAA, Joe, HIPAA.
HIPAA.
Oh, they're not.
I tried.
Yellow, not dialing.
Have I still been calling him Dial? I'm so used to Wilmington. Who was that? Oh, Hoosier. I mostly called him Hoosier. I just call him Hoosier most of the time. But if I call him Dylan, it's just so used to calling Dylan, because we were allowed to call him Dylan, His mom would have got on me quick. I would have got no barbecue that week. Wilmington gets the ball first, coming out at halftime. But how are the cheerleaders doing too, by the way? The cheerleaders for Xenia doing well, I'm told, so. Here's two teams with cheerleaders, by the way. Rick was talking earlier, no teams have had cheerleaders. We got two sets of cheerleaders now. I reckon the bigger you are, you don't have cheerleaders if you're a real big Division I school or something. I don't know. Well, we know Covcath doesn't have cheerleaders because it's an all-boys Catholic school. Unless there's, sometimes they have a adjoining girls' school that, I don't know if they ever have them come over and cheer for them or not. I have no idea. I know, like when we're bowling, if we bowl a boys' school, we've got a girls' team. So there's a girls' Catholic school that usually will bowl.
Oh, okay.
Technically, they're getting, that's two separate schools, not.
All right, we're underway.
Wilmington brings the ball in. Jacob Yansky has the ball on the left side, dribbling to the top of the key. Gives over to Willie Morris. Back over here to Jacob Yansky. Back to Willie Morris. Ooh, he sort of got grabbed there, but no foul. Nope.
That almost looked like steps.
Yeah, it didn't look good. Cam Coomer over to Butcher. Butcher's only a sophomore, so, we're going to have a couple more years of Butcher here.
But we do have a lot of graduating seniors.
Yes, we do. Inside, bad pass. That shouldn't have been passed. That should not have been even tried.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I thought he walked.
All I saw is the coach. I just saw the back of the coach. I could not see, but White 10 with a foul. Chris Custis with his second foul, and shooting is number 32, Jonzel Gray. Basket, swoosh on the foul shot. Swoosh.
9-point Buccaneer lead.
And swoosh again. 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead, whether they had one earlier or not. It's
Yeah,
still
at least ties the biggest lead, I think.
And I think it was. I think it was 34-24 at one time, or 24-14, one of the two. Remember, it was with fours.
I didn't see him coming.
I did not see him coming. He had a wingspan of wow.
Wow, great take.
He said after trying to get the charge, and Samari Cooper just went right around him. Here goes Cam Coomer in. No, I think I'll back out here. Those are to Willie Morris. Those are down to Butcher. On the corner, all goes in for his rebound, but picked up by Xenia. Here comes Xenia. It was a nice three, but came right back at him.
Oh my goodness! If that's in,
Oh, you said that a while ago in a swoosh. I mean, he was 10 feet behind the. He was at the volleyball court, behind the three-point line. Again, we're trying to hit that middle, and they've just got a wingspan. They come out of nowhere. And going to be a foul on Jacob Yansky. Went up, the guy didn't, faked him up, and then when he went back up, kept the hands over him and made contact. That's going to be his second. Team second of the second half. And that's by Jake Bradley. A lot of left-handed players playing tonight. I noticed the previous game, a lot of left-handed players. This boy's a left-handed player.
You got something against left-handed people?
No, my oldest son's left-handed, so I better not, or he'd get mad at me. Just, they say there's only so many left-handed people, one out of so many, and a lot of them playing tonight.
We're all very intelligent and artistic.
I didn't say that.
Think with both sides of our brain.
I was able to shoot a basketball either way.
Did you see that sign over there in the student section?
Marco Polo.
Marco, our Serbian superstar. And he's got the ball. Oh.
Yeah, he did. I thought, didn't he travel in my mind? But they didn't call us, so I was not going to mention it.
The first move he didn't, but the second move he did. Someone got a
Oh, they got a foul.
He got called for white 4. He's out.
A technical?
Yes.
What happened? I didn't
Probably
see what
said something. Can't cuss, I heard the coach say. Can't cuss.
Yeah, just remember that, Joe.
I have never.
I've never got a technical.
Have you ever seen me cuss?
Seen you cuss?
Heard me cuss?
Heard you cuss.
Well, you haven't seen me cuss, have you?
That's right-handers.
See? I said, have you seen me cuss? The answer is no. And he makes both of those. And guess who shot the technical foul shots?
Samurai.
Somebody.
So anyway,
the samurai.
It is now a 16-point lead, and they've got the ball.
Yeah, this game is now starting to get out of control, out of hand.
Wow.
Well, I'm not saying what word he said, but kids today, they talk like that's just their normal everyday language.
And Wilmington's going to take a timeout, down 18
if
points.
you say something about you can't say that and go, what I said.
5:15 remaining.
And they can say 7 cuss words.
Third period.
Wilmington College's girls coach, he's here tonight, I see. He's up there.
On top, Jerry.
Yep, Jerry's up there.
He probably doesn't want us to mention him on the air. Joe, I'm not in here cognito.
He's a shy man.
Well, one time I asked him if he wanted to be on the air at halftime and talk with us. He was here. And he was like, I'm not sure I'm allowed to. I could be called
they are.
a contact.
Well,
Did you check that out later?
They are allowed.
Okay.
Particularly, and we have Wilmington College's football coach on the air at our football games.
That's right, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But he was afraid it would be, at that time, he was afraid that it would be called a contact with one of the players, and
So.
Well, it's always better to be safe than sorry, right?
Right.
All right, so Wilmington will be taking the ball in here. Custis with the ball.
Either that or you just don't want to talk and use that as a good excuse.
He just doesn't like you, Joe. Because you talk
Jerry
about
loves me.
about people's families.
That was the boys' game. Oh, where was that going? I mean,
once again, they're trying to go inside, and it's just not working.
Yeah, but man, so when we try to pass, oh, I see a hole there about 3 inches. I'm going to throw this pass right through there.
Again, don't force it. Make the easy pass. If you don't think it's going to be
we
there,
see a hole
throw
this
it.
big, and we try to throw it through there. It's
Right.
Foul on number 32 on Jacob Yansky's back. Push from behind.
Push from behind, thank you.
Custis
Gray
will be passing it in to Marco.
He has 3 fouls on him now. Anichek coming across the timeline and guarded closely.
Don't try to go inside.
And Xenia's doing a really good job defending and making sure they don't get inside.
There you go.
Oh, well, that's why that's a zone. You don't throw inside against the zone. I mean, that's just common knowledge. Oh, my gosh, that was a great move.
Got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Got hit in the face.
And unfortunately, that happens when you drive in the middle like that and try to shoot a shot. Jacob Yansky tries for a 3 off the rim.
Well, unfortunately, Wilmington is just not hitting those
yeah,
threes.
they're hitting cold right now.
Right, and if they were hitting, they will get Xenia out of that zone.
Right.
Yeah, so Xenia will camp in that zone as long as they can.
And it's an 18-point game, so Xenia's going like, we're going to stay here. Keeps our team out of foul trouble mostly, and it also keeps our legs more fresh.
All right. Hurricane bringing it back up the floor, trailing 34-52. 3:54
and
remaining.
Jacob Yansky with another bad pass, trying to hit somebody underneath. It's.
Cussin Coomers come in.
I did not say that. Anybody from Wilmington, especially the coach, I did not say that. Are you saying he's your cousin?
Wow.
Oh, what a move.
What a move. I'm not sure that's not a travel, but Zach Gaither made a great move there. When you put that ball behind your back and you're taking a step at that time, you're traveling.
Well, it was a beautiful move no matter what.
I used to do that move in gym all the time.
Well,
Same, but not in the game.
I never tried it in the game. And Xenia comes back down. Number 23 puts it in.
Another timeout by Wilmington. They are down 22 points.
Yeah, from the first half of 2-4-6, and then right at the end went up to like an 8-point difference just at the very end of the half.
Right. Wilmington now is getting
second
blown
half.
out.
It just
so much of it has just been making errors, bad passes, and not being able to hit a three.
Cold on the shooting, and they majority of the time when they're in and didn't score, majority of the time the second half it's been a bad pass.
Right. And Xenia's doing the complete opposite. They're making shots, making correct choices, and that's why they're up by 22 points.
Well, and if you're making a bad pass and losing the ball, it means you didn't even get a shot off toward the basket.
Right.
So you can't score if you're not shooting, and you can't shoot if you're throwing the ball away. So that's been the key this third quarter for Wilmington. They've been outscored 14 points in this third quarter.
And it shows. Something's got to change if they want a chance to get back in this game.
What was the halftime score? I didn't write it down. Rick, do you know?
I don't remember.
You remember? Lexi.
I know, sorry, guys.
You're the one keeping the score. I figured you'd remember
You'll
that.
have to go back and watch the video.
Oh, I need that right now. Oh, bounced past in the middle that time. Get it out of there. He's going to try to go up there. See, he forced it. That didn't need to be made.
Samurai.
Again gets a foul. Willie Morris blocks his. I think it was going to be a pass. He was going to go up, and I think he was trying to pass over to the corner.
Willie's got a shot to the
I thought they were trying to do an alley-oop that time.
And it could have been. He could have been doing an alley-oop because he wasn't going to shoot himself.
Right.
But he might have been getting ready to alley-oop it to the guy in the corner.
It wasn't anything malicious. It was just an accident. It was an accident.
Oh, the foul. We're talking about the shot, the block shot.
All right.
then it was an accident on the foul. Got hit in the face. Now, we were talking about the first time he was, like, blocked, but it wasn't a block shot. It was,
Jump ball. Good hustle by Chris Custis.
Chris Custis thought he heard the whistle. He turned like he thought he had a foul call on him. Xenia, his first jump ball since second half, so Xenia gets it. That'll give Wilmington the ball at the.
Wow, good no-look pass. There we go.
Oh, man. Well, they went out to stop him, so he just pitches it off to someone. And that's what I'm saying. If he's not scoring, he's going to pitch it off to somebody else that's going to score.
And that's a smart basketball player.
UC's getting a very, very good ball player right there.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, blocked. So back. Oh. And, man.
Going to be Wilmington's ball.
That looked like I'm playing, what's that, pinball machine there. Bing, 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 bing. And Wilmington gets the ball. Come on, guys. No more bad passes. Okay, pass the ball on the outside, looking in, looking good.
They just need to open up and hit some threes. Threes would...
and try to penetrate the gaps if there is any.
Wilmington passed the ball around. I'm not saying much because they're just dribbling around the outside, passing the ball around one to the other. Right now, Sweeney has the ball over to Chris Custis on the right side. And back out to Jacob Yansky on the right side. Top of the key. Going to hand the ball over to Sweeney, standing top of the key, about 2 feet, 3 feet inside the over and back line. Over to Cam Coomer, over to Jacob Yansky on the right wing. Back into Cam.
Oh.
Bounce pass into Custis and puts it in. Worked it well, short passes, and got it inside. That's the way to work against the zone. Samari takes a long three, misses, gives it to Coomer, who sets up for the long three and misses. Had a lot of room there to take the ball toward the hoop, but decided to shoot the three.
Nice pass. There we go.
And puts it in. Number 31 put that ball in. That's when we talked about not coming back in because of injury, but he's back in.
Yep.
Wilmington, Coomer over to Jacob Yansky on the left wing. Dribbles the ball toward the top of the key. Looks over to Sweeney on the right side. Standing with the ball about 8 feet from the defender, which is Samari. And dribbles all the way to the left side. Bounce passes back to Coomer, back over to Jacob Yansky for a long three off the front of the rim, and bounces down. Here comes Mr. Gaither bringing the ball back up. Or no, that's Mr. Hoosier bringing the ball back up the court.
And Wilmington's having opportunities to score.
They are.
They're just not hitting it right now.
Right, they've gone cold.
Number 23 grabs the arm of Jacob Yansky as he reached for the ball to where Jacob, his arm got torn down, and he looks like, what'd I do? What'd I do?
All right, we have 26.8 seconds remaining in this third period. They're down 60-36. Xenia up big time.
And this went from a game to...
Oh, it deteriorated completely in the third quarter. Really be hard to have, against the Xenia team to come back from this far down. Gonna have to really start
Kick in the
hitting.
corner, there we go.
Coomer back over to Jacob Yansky. Shot from the right corner and up.
All right.
I mean, that was a great look.
It was a good look. 36-60, just cold. I don't know if they've hit a three for a long time or an outside shot. 36-60, 24-point difference right now.
Yeah, they didn't hit a single three that quarter.
It was 8 points going into the third quarter, and it's 24 points now. So outscored 16 points.
And they must have attempted, I know, at least probably 10 threes.
Just their legs are gone and bad shots. If they pulled in a foot and a half or 6 inches to a foot inside that front, they'd probably hit some twos and make some baskets. Because they're not that far off. And usually that's all you got to do. Take one step in, shoot, swish, swish, swish. Harris is almost as tall as I am.
But yeah, we're down by 20. Well, Wilmington's down by 24 right now, and even whenever Xenia's in that zone, it takes time to get a shot because
Right.
that defense is so successful, and they're trying to waste time on the clock. Wilmington, it's hard to get a quick
Wilmington's
shot.
offense is great when they're ahead because they can work the clock down and work in for the shot.
Exactly.
When you're behind,
That's not going to work.
it's not going to work. And unfortunately, that's their offense. And when you're taking time off the clock to set up your play, your shot, your whatever, you're going right into Xenia's hands at that point in time. Xenia's willing to let you.
Making them play the way they want Wilmington to play.
Yeah, Xenia's willing to let Wilmington take a long time to set up. Sit right there, just a quick shot. Instead, boom, boom, boom.
Got it.
Hey,
There's a
okay.
basket by Willie Morris. First one we've had for a while.
Uh-oh, what do
What we got? A little push shoving. He's going to shut these guys down. Boys, I'm not going to tolerate that.
Every game that we've been at today has been aggressive. Whew.
Well, Xenia's had a couple boys warned already.
Nice pass.
Oh, nice inside. Nice block, Stewart. Great job, John Stewart, jumping up and blocking that shot. Great job. And again, showcase game, they're going to let those go. That was getting into Cam, and Cam wasn't ready for it. And there
Good
goes
strong take.
Jacob Yansky,
How many is that on Jacob?
3, I think.
Fouls on San Diego Yansky's third. Team goal.
But it's the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, you're not
Getting
gonna pull it out.
getting your third foul in the fourth quarter is not that big a deal. So you see, he's not coming out because of it. He's taking, and Chicago's going to go over something he wants him to do and set up. And even the fourth foul was 7 minutes ago. It's not that big a thing sometimes. If it took you almost 3.5 quarters to get to that, you know, the odds are you may not get your other one right away. Wilmington passes it around, passes it inside to Jacob Yansky. He gets fouled and makes the basket. He's going to count them both. So there we go. Blue 50. He's a little body. Looks more like a football player than a basketball player out there.
And he
right
probably
now.
is a football player.
He probably is. And I mean, he's smiling like, I did it, you know. I'm slow, I know. And makes a three-point play. So we get a three-point shot a minute ago. We get a three-point play right there. 42-61. We're making a dent into the lead. But, man, a big dent to come back on. Wilmington just dug a hole in that third quarter. It's just going to be hard to come back from. They're doing a good job of dribbling around.
Drew the foul.
Going to the line again.
Butcher, is that only his second, I'm guessing? First. I was going to say, I know he didn't have much.
He really, for the defense and the hustle that he plays, he really doesn't foul much.
He doesn't, no. Some could say sometimes he'll say you don't hustle enough, you don't get a couple fouls. But no, he's a good player, and he doesn't get a lot of fouls called because he's a good player. He plays good defense.
And just a heads up, we won't be doing any interviews after this game simply because of this format.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't even thinking about trying to. Now everybody's going to want to go home and everything.
Yeah, and this is not like a regular Wilmington home game.
No. And right now, Wilmington's not going to be wanting to do a interview anyway, I don't think.
Well,
if we did an
Mike
interview,
would come out if we asked him to. But
I know he would. He's done it before after a loss.
Yeah, we're not going to. I'm still debating whether I take the equipment back to the studio and so I don't have to leave it in the car.
And Butcher puts it in. Nice pass over by Cam Coomer to Butcher underneath the basket and puts it in. The gentleman behind him thought about trying to block it from behind and would have got called for a foul if he did. And we get a foul on John Stewart.
Number 55 for the Hurricane.
Fouls on John Stewart, his second.
John's a big boy too.
Yeah.
6'6", and I'm not even going to guess on his tonnage.
Well, he's a freshman, isn't he?
Senior.
Is he a senior?
His brother,
His brother's the freshman.
Andrew Stewart.
Now, Wilmington graduates 6 of their basketball players this year.
Yeah. Willie Morris, Stephen Sweeney,
Xenia going to take a
Marco
timeout.
Anishik, Matt Spears, Sam Jacobianski, Gabe Jones, and John Stewart.
And John does not have a television program at night, late night. Although he may be doing that in the future, you never know.
I hope he'll be one of the few that is on one side, not the other side.
All right, the Buccaneers lead the Hurricanes 65-44. 21-point lead with 6:09 remaining in this game. Wilmington will have the ball.
You're not allowed to smile. Yeah, Cam Coomer throws it over to Willie Morris. Ooh, he almost thought about passing. Cam was going away from him. And back out to Willie Morris, top of the key. Jacob Yansky. Ooh, Coomer was underneath, wide open, but to get the ball through there, I don't know if he could have got to there.
Put it up.
Coomer.
Should've
Nice
just shot
move.
Stewart.
He went up.
Yep.
Coomer went up to shoot. He was going to be defended, so he bounced. He just reached around and tossed it into John Stewart, who made the basket. 46-65. They're underneath 20 points to 19 points. When you're behind like this, you set your things and goals. All right.
Right.
Okay, let's break 20. Now let's get it down to 10 points.
That's all you can
And
do.
then you know, how much time's left? Okay, let's get it to 5. You can't say let's catch up 19 points. Let's get it to 15 maybe, and then let's get it to 10.
Just
don't
taking
try,
a small increment.
take it small. And if you get your players thinking like that, it can be a positive thing. They can look up and go, hey, wow, we were 25 points down. Now we're only 19. Hey, now we're only 15. And boom, it's a positive thing. Even though you're still way down, now they start thinking they're coming back and looking at things in a positive manner. Here comes Xenia, and guess who's got the ball? Mr. Samari goes down, shoots it from the foul line, in and out.
I just want him to get 40.
He's getting a little. I think the legs are a little tired. He's not making the baskets like he was. That's not saying that.
Doesn't have a spring in his
Yeah,
step
he's still
that
got
he
a little spring, but not as much. How many points does he have right now?
33.
33.
And 8 points this half.
Hook missed by John Stewart. Here comes Samari. Passes off inside and fouled. It'll be Morris, I think.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, and WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio.
Now, if you noticed, early in the game, he would have took these and just drove into the basket. Now he's feeding off. If he doesn't make 40, it's because he's feeding off other guys right now.
Right. Because he knows their situation. They have a comfortable
We got
lead,
the big
other
lead.
people
They don't
involved.
need me right now.
Right.
So I'm going to feed my teammates and score when I need to and when it's there. He may get a rebound and take it full court again like he did. But you haven't seen that for a while. Not because he's not capable. I think it's more of that they don't need that play right now.
And that's a smart athlete.
It is.
So.
I think part of it's coaching, probably, and part of it is smart athlete, and which you get smart from the coaching part.
Exactly.
20-point lead.
To get it under 20, now it's back to 20. Goal again. We got to make a bucket. We got to get this under 20. Willie Morris with a long three off. Rebound Wilmington, back out to Butcher. Back out to McGee, and see, when you're 4 minutes and 37 seconds ago, you don't want to take 3 minutes to shoot a shot. There was nobody there.
Yeah,
There's nobody in white clothing down there.
Well, he may have been passing it to one of the cheerleaders.
He might have, or saw that white sign, thought it was a white jersey or something.
And that's probably what happened.
You know, out of the corner of your eye, you see that white sign, you're thinking white jersey, and and all of a sudden you realize, oh, that's not a player there. Yeah.
Right.
Boom.
At least that's my story. We'll stick to it.
Yeah. And goes inside and does by number 31, Noah Crawford.
That was just a great read. He read the defense, and that was just great.
Wilmington passing it back. Here goes Willie Morris driving. He gets fouled. That's the first time anybody from Wilmington tried to drive in and do something like that.
Yeah, that was a good drive.
Imagine if they've done that the whole game.
Force them to play defense on you. You know, they're just sitting there in a zone when they're not
dribbling
working.
it around the perimeter. I mean, that's not going to get the job done.
Hey, I tell you what, when I play defense and a team just do it around the outside, I'm like they're going, thank you. You know, I get a rest now. Thank you. You know, but when you're trying to force it in, and I got to move, now you're making me work. You're tiring me out. Willie getting ready to shoot the second shot. Swish back to 20 again. We made it to 22. Now it's 20.
3:53 remaining in the game.
Here goes Samari. Yeah, he pulls it back. See, earlier on, he wouldn't have pulled that back. He'd have took it on in. Smart player. He's just a very smart. He's very athletic, very smart.
Shouldn't have forced it.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
man.
They've had 4 shots at the basket.
Well, as we've had shots, rebound.
Got it!
Got it! Willie Morris, he's been on. That's 2 threes he's shot here in the last few minutes. And, whoa, boy. He walked the type line from not going over and back there. Samari has the ball. Pass over here in the corner to number 2. Mr. Bradley. Back over to Samari. Drives in, pulls it back, drives in again. Takes a little jumper, a little short. Bradley gets the rebound, pulls it back out to Mr. Yeah, I lost it.
Good D, good D.
That's Wilmington. Oh,
What do we got here? We got a technical. What do we got?
Well, we got a foul on 32.
Technical, yeah.
Don't know what happened. Don't know if he said something.
It was something that was said.
Again?
Or it could be, was he one of the ones that was warned earlier?
No, I don't think so. It could have been. I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, so Cam Coomer will shoot 2.
This is Jonzel Gray. Did he make it?
Yes, he did.
I'm watching him. I look over here and I look back, saw him, and his reaction was, I just missed that shot. You know, that's. Wilmington down 16 points right now. Wilmington down 15 points.
He has a nice shot, though.
So remember, a minute ago we said you get under 20. Mm-hmm. Our next goal is get to 15. Okay, we've reached that goal. Now let's get it to 10. I mean, we're not going to win the game getting to 10, but we've accomplished something.
But challenge yourself.
Yeah.
You know, compete. I don't care what the score is. Compete till
Don't
the
just say,
final
well,
seconds.
if we lose by 15 or 30, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does right now. It means you didn't give up, and you got, and you know, so the next game, that 5 points come back, will win the game. That's the difference.
Great
Butcher,
pass.
nice pass inside the Butcher. Number 33 puts it in. So Wilmington's down 13 points. And
Timeout, Xenia.
So again, from 20
Buccaneers want to talk it over.
Wilmington in the last couple minutes has been outscoring, doing a good job. Unfortunately, they just dug themselves such a deep hole.
Yeah, the third quarter was their demise.
Because if they'd have stayed where they were, 8 to 10 points.
Right.
Okay, now you outscored them by 7, from 20 to 13. You'd be 1 point down, or 3 points down, depending if it's 10 or 8.
Regardless, it'd be a lot closer than
Yeah,
they dug
and you
themselves
got it.
in a
Now
big
you
hole.
got a shot the game. Or if you count all the way back to where they were 25 points down to 13, Wilmington might even be in the lead right now if it was stayed at 8 to 10. It could be Wilmington lead with 3 minutes to go in the game and a close game. It's just they went brain dead in that third quarter, and most of it was bad passes, bad thinking,
and not hitting shots, not executing their offense.
They were forcing passes and forcing bad shots.
You
They
can't
did
do
have a
that
few
against
good
Xenia.
shots, but unfortunately, not every shot's going to go in. But when your good shots are missing and then you're forcing shots, you're not going to get out of that hole. Just making your hole deeper.
And Xenia was hitting shots. I mean, yeah, Wilmington might not be hitting their shots offensively, but if they were playing defense, that still would have played a huge factor in it.
Yes.
All right, so Xenia, the
I
Buccaneers
love
will
talking
have
to
the
you in
ball.
basketball.
I know, I do too.
You really talk good basketball. It's
Thank
smart.
you.
Joe, that's why she's on the team.
And here comes the pass, top tipped, almost stolen, throws it down to Samari.
In and out move. Ooh,
Oh, my.
okay.
Could have took the baseline away. Couldn't have did that. Let him go baseline. Did a reverse layup, and Mr. Samari Curtis made a basket.
Yep, he's got 35.
Back up to 15.
He's not going to get to his 4-0, but he's got 35.
Which is half of Xenia's points.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was out of control. I'm looking for a charge. We're going to call a foul. I'd have called nothing. I had ate the whistle on that play right there. He was out of control. He's falling down into the player. I'm not calling nothing right there. I'm not bailing him out because he's trying to go through a small hole. And
Right.
Well, you're the ref, Joe.
And plus, they have a comfortable lead. Why do that?
yeah, what? Yeah. No, it's like a guy behind the basket trying to do a crazy shot in an underneath hand, and then it bumps into a kid,
All right.
and you're going to call a 2-point shot. No, I'm not. I'm not going to bail him out.
1 of 2 there.
Made one, missed one, and here comes Willie.
16-point Xenia lead.
Back to Coomer, and a bad pass though, and out to Butcher. Wasn't just too light. We're not thinking right there. Here comes Samari down, stops, pull up, 37 points. He could get there.
I like him.
Can
He's
he
just
get
nice.
to? Now the question is, can Samari get to 40 points? And Wilmington does a bad pass again. Now here we go. We're playing.
Please pop a 3.
He did. He heard you. He did it. 40.
He heard me. He heard Lexi.
That's 40 for Mr. Samari. 40 points for Mr. Samari. 4-0.
He heard me. That's why he made it.
She
And that
goes,
was a
why don't you
difficult
shoot a 3?
shot.
So he stops right here and shoots a 3.
And that was a difficult shot, hand in the face and everything.
Oh,
but-
and look how far back he is. I mean,
Coomer.
Okay, Coomer.
that's 30-some feet he was from the three-point line.
And there's no way he would have known what he... Well, that's a
Oh,
charge.
No.
No?
Oh, yep. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's all right. Who loves you?
I just didn't think he was going to call it. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying I didn't think that was going to be called. Less than a minute, 43 seconds to go. 58-76, back to an 18-point game. Because of some bad passes. Here goes Willie. Another 3. See, he should have been shooting more. There.
Oh, that's on Butcher. No, that's on Custis.
Custis.
Fouls number 10, Chris Custis is 4. Team 10.
You keep telling him going in, and way down here, and he goes about another 2 feet. The guy goes down there. Wait, come here to me. Oh, he missed.
16-point lead.
Back to 16. Oh, block shot, Coomer. Mr. Dylan Hoosier made a block on that shot from Cam Coomer. 20 seconds to go. Into Jacob Yansky, turns, bounce passes to Chris, over to Butcher all the way out, off, trying to get a rebound. Xenia gets it, brings it
No
down,
shot.
8 seconds.
They're not-
Coach saying no shot.
Yeah.
Coach is telling them no shot, no shot.
Make sure you write the score down. 77-61.
Write the score down.
All right, Xenia Buccaneers.
Write that score down. Lexi Lacey.
We will wrap this up with our scoring and everything, and
Final score 77, Wilmington 61. good night of basketball. Wilmington played great for 3 quarters. Unfortunately, the third quarter killed them. Well, you had the 14 points. They got outscored in the third quarter, and they're tied.
Right.
So all they had to do is stay the same,
Right.
and it would have been a tie game right now.
Yep, but the scoring for the Xenia Buccaneers, Jake Bradley with 2, Zach Gaither with 4, Dylan Hoosier with 2, Isaiah Hoyt with 6, Noah Crawford with 11, John Zell Gray with 13, and the one and only Samari Curtis with 41 points.
41.
Right.
Not bad. Not bad
Not
for a
bad at
night's work.
all. So for Wilmington, Willie Morris with 16, Cameron Coomer with 11, Stephen Sweeney with 5, Chris Custis with 2, Marco
Anichik.
with 3, Sam Jacob Yansky with 9, Matthew Butcher with 12, and John Stewart with 2. So overall, Wilmington's scoring was fairly balanced.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yep.
It's just that they went brain dead and
It was that third quarter that
Killed
that
'em.
literally put them out of the reach
Right.
of.
they were outscored 14 points and they lose by 14 points. So
And
that's what it came down
personally,
to.
yeah, and personally, when I was in high school, like our goal was always beat your opponent every quarter.
Every quarter.
Every
right.
quarter.
Let's
Have that
win the quarter.
mentality.
If
you
you
know?
win the quarter and you win all 4 of them, you're
Go
going to
win
win
the
the game.
exactly.
Right.
So yes, but overall today's been a really good day.
Yes.
Great basketball, and I'm glad I got a chance to broadcast with you.
Yay. You heard that, Rick.
I heard it. I heard it.
But yes.
It's on video. Well, our thanks to Lexi and her evil twin,
Lacey.
Lacey, and Joe Davis, and our rest of our broadcast crew. Yours truly, Rick Phillips. We had Mean Dean,
Did
and
you
we
get the ones
had
you need? Those are yours.
Rachel, as well as Crystal Hargrave. I don't know whether Charlie's going to come pick him up or whether I need to take him home. If I do, then I'm going to take the equipment back to.
You gotta, it's either Lacey Lexi or Sexy Lexi. I'm not sure which it
Oh
is.
boy, you know
Yeah.
how many times I've got that?
Oh, I bet. All right.
I'm trying to be humble.
She tries to be humble, Rick.
Good night, everybody, from Fred Summers Arena in Wilmington, Ohio. This has been the 5th annual Play-by-Play Classic on Campus Nation and WZAA.